All right, number 6, what is the slope, coordinates of the x-intercept, and coordinates of the y-intercept for our function? So we learned slope-intercept form looks like this, and our slope is our m value. This is set up in slope-intercept form, so our slope is 1/3. Our b is our y-intercept, so our y-intercept is -12. Y-intercept is when x equals 0. What is our y value? So -12 goes there. For our x-intercept, that means that y is 0. When we have function notation like this, the p of x means the same thing as y. So I can replace the y with a 0. And now I'm trying to get x by itself. So I'm going to add 12 to both sides. And then I can divide both sides by 1/3. When I divide both sides by 1/3, I get 36 is equal to x. So 36 is x when y is 0. Okay, for this y-intercept, I could have done it a longer way also. I could have said y is equal to 1/3 times x, which is 0 minus 12, and that would have given me 0 minus 12, which is -12. Number 7, what is the slope, coordinates of the x and y intercepts? This is not in slope-intercept form, so if I want to make it slope-intercept form, I need to make it look like this. Y needs to be by itself. So I need to move the x to the other side. I'm going to do that by subtracting. So I've got 5y is equal to -2x minus 7. And then y is almost by itself, but it's got a 5 attached to it. So I'm going to have to divide everything by 5. And now y is alone. I'm going to keep the -2/5 as a fraction, and I'm going to keep the -7/5 as a fraction. This tells me that my slope is -2/5. It tells me that my y-intercept is -7/5. If I want to find my x-intercept, I'm going to go back to my original equation, and I'm going to make y 0. When I make y 0, the 5 cancels out because 5 times 0 is 0, and then I'm dividing by 2 on both sides to get -7/2. Okay, I got this from the b value. I could have done the same type of thing over here where I replaced the x with a 0 and see how the 2 times 0 would cancel out, and I would divide, and I get the same answer. So either way works. Number 8, what is the slope of the line that passes through the given points? Express your answer as a simplified fraction. So we're going to use our slope formula where we subtract our y's and we subtract our x's. So for this problem, again, if it helps, label your values. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. I can use my calculator to do this so I don't mess up my positives and negatives. This is going to give me -6. 2 minus -6. Y'all, when you type this in your calculator, 2 minus -6. If this is the calculator you're using, you hit that negative sign after you put the number in. Some calculators, you put it first. We get 8, and this says simplified. So if I type this in this calculator, I can hit the equals button, and it simplifies it for me. Alright, so this is my final answer. For this one, we got x1, y1, x2, y2. M is -6 minus 4 over -7 minus -3. We get -10 on the top, and then we get -4 on the bottom. Again, if your calculator is going to do this for you, 2 negatives make a positive, so we know that step's going to be 10 over 4. If I hit equals, then I get this mixed number. To change it, I hit the second button and the fraction button again, and it simplifies. So it is +5/2.